his head off. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to one of our surprise streams we call JAS, which is just another stream. This is our first one for 2025. Remember, I said expect the unexpected? hmm Every once in a while, if I feel like in the mood, hey, I'm going to put up a webcam or I'm just going to do a live stream. Who cares? Right? Well, I know you all care. You and the wonderful 221 people we got in our growing subscriber family community. So we all appreciate you because without you folks, we could not do this. I couldn't find the drive to do this. So you, all of you, give me inspiration. You give me strength. And my beautiful wife over here, my life partner, and my soulmate for life, gives me the oomph. She gives me the final push, and I say, "Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm getting bored. I got to do something." So yeah, you know, that's the easy part about folks like us that are retired. Either we were forced into retirement, or we just decided, we found the right moment and we walked away, and that applies on both ends. The walking away part and being forced into retirement for other circumstances. So that's why myself and my wife love each other so much because we got all the time in the world now, right, babe? We can do everything we want. At least until God says, okay, whoop, put a stop to it. Time to take you out. Time to take you back up, take you to heaven, take care of you. So there's that. Uh, right now, we probably would be doing um, a watch party with Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf, but I know she's still transitioning out of the holidays, and she did just put together a Christmas album. You really should check it out uh, on her channel, Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf. So make sure you go there, check out the Christmas album that she did last year, and it's out there now. It's available. It's about 30 minutes or so long, I think. It's really good, though. It's got some good music on there. So check it out. I added it to my Christmas playlist for this year later. So it's available for that. um, this JAS, I'm also going to do shout outs to who this goes out to. And that is the working brothers and sisters we got out there that are still working hard to make a living, put some food on the table, be able to stay in their four walls and a ceiling. Our brothers such as Curtis Selby, our Tired Midnight blogger, Gorilla Censored Thoughts, our buddy there in Minnesota, our friend Paradise, Pleasant Valley Picker over there in Kelowna, BC, amongst others. Everybody's working really hard. I know Charlotte works hard. Um, you know, we have a lot of people out there that are doing the best they can to get by and work hard. And what's disconcerting is I see a lot of these videos now from this travel destination channel, which is showing the real hardships of people going out there with tough homeless situations. A lot more homeless are appearing on the streets every single day when people are moving in and there's no work. You know, and these last three shows I saw really hit hard. Um, one was about the major cities. San Francisco, obviously, my hometown was one of them. And then there was a whole thing about Arizona. That was tough to watch because I had not been back in Arizona in about 7 years. I haven't been there in over 7 years. So I miss my family that's there. I miss my cousins, our family, everybody that's adopted Suzanne, and everything because she doesn't have parents anymore. So my parents adopted her. So they're our parents. But we haven't seen anybody down there lately. We saw one person, and that was my brother's wife, Janet. She came by one time up here on a conference. We saw her for a bit of a day, and we hung out, and that was fine. But I want to see more family to try to make it up here. But my dad, without saying why, can't really make it himself because he's 80 years old. But I mean, meds won't allow for it. And then my mother is also in her late 70s. So yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. And I know my brother's still busy. He's teaching. Um, my two sisters are both working hard at what they do. Well, one of them's working hard at being a mother, and the other one is working hard in her position. So, and then my nieces, nephews, they're all busy, busy. So doing what they do, just to make money and be able to survive. And I appreciate that. And I admire that. And if it wasn't for my situations, I would have never walked away. I'd probably still be working, but then I may not be around. That was the thing. So when I was ready to walk away, Suzanne just came to my rescue and said, "Hey, I'll take you back here and you can relax and be with me and love me the rest of your life. And we'll just enjoy ourselves and don't have to worry about a paycheck. We don't have to worry about punching in a time clock or doing anything like that, or even hanging around people anymore." Customers in general, because I did that for a long time. I did that since I was 17. So when I walked away, I had worked 35 years of my life. I thought that was plenty. And I did it on my terms, right? I got to walk away, did what I wanted to do, got everything I did what I wanted to do, and then now I'm enjoying life. And that's why I'm here for you folks. I'm here for you people. I'm here for our family. And first in the box here is Curtis Selby. Good afternoon, MikeySuzeFour. Good afternoon to you, brother Curtis. I did not see Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf run a stream or anything, so I hope she doesn't mind. Well, she's probably busy, so I understand that. She has real life that she has to take care of herself. So I said that's cool. I just want to go ahead and do it just another stream and get one started, because this is fun. These are impromptu webcams I just like to throw out there, kind of throw out some information, kind of just discuss anything you folks want to really do, within reason. you know, None of that political BS. We already know what happened when the elections. It's done. It's over. In America, anyways. Here in Canada, I got a vote. So, later on this year, and as our brother BBP has so eloquently reminded me. So, yeah, but Curtis, I know you said you're available tomorrow, so let's see. We'll see. If Charlotte, she messages me and says, "Hey, we can do something tomorrow." Totally fine. I don't mind that at all. In fact, you know what, Curtis? Yeah, he says, "Yeah, it's all good." Great, brother. Great. You know what I'm going to say right now is Charlotte and I'm sure we share the same sentiment, and I know accounting sheep, and I know Kimmy, and Kip and Johnny and Scarlett will share it. Scarlett, who's Amethyst. It's incomplete without you, brother. When you're not there, it feels incomplete. It does to an extent. You're an important part of our family, Curtis, and we love you. We know that you are a hard worker, and you do the best you can every day that you're out there. Uh, you know, busting your hump, making ends meet, doing things, and we appreciate that. So when those instances come up and you say you got to work, you go work, brother. You be you. You take care of yourself, okay? And if we, like I said, when we have a stream, if we feel like we want to have that stream, it's fine. But at the same time, we're missing the hell out of you. So, you know, uh, I just want to say that it's incomplete when you're not there. Um, yeah, Yeah, I did ask her, and I didn't know if she was just a stream. Yes. Yeah, hello, PvP. PvP, our brother from Kelowna, British Columbia. Yeah, let me guess. Just a stream? Yes, yes, sir. Yeah, this is the first one in 2025. I haven't had a chance to do one yet, so I figured, hey, what the heck, 4 days into the new year, might as well do a new one. Yeah, yeah, Curtis says, thank you. I love you too. I am asking her right now. She is streaming tomorrow. God bless you. And of course, PvP says, yeah, let me guess, just a stream? Yeah, exactly. Curtis says, howdy to PvP. All right, cool. Love that when you guys do that and gals. Yeah, when you say hello to each other, it's fantastic. I love that. I don't know, I mean, you know, um, that's what I love the most, really, I think. One of the things I enjoy the most is watching the interplay between you folks there in the chat, talking to one another. Me just going blah, 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 me, chatterbox here. I think I'm gonna have to start calling myself Mikey the Chatterbox from now on, because I do talk a lot. But then, of course, last night we were at PvP knows this. We were at Gorillas. We finally did our together as the brothers we know each other for. We did the first Walton's review. Season 4, episode 4, the prophecy. We did that last night, and it was fun. It was great to be able to laugh again, to make fun of some of the episodes, because that's what we do. It's like when Curtis and I and Johnny and Kimmy and Scarlett, and even Accounting Sheep, and of course Charlotte, our silent hostess with the mostest. When we go and do our watch commentary, it's freaking hilarious. I mean, we just go all out. We have fun. I mean, and that's what it's meant to be, right? When you're doing a watch party of Cosme, and it's a movie you've obviously known about, but you just want to go in there and go, woohoo, and talk about all sorts of things. I think that's great. I think that's great. And some people who might not feel that way, well, I'm sorry if you're a killjoy. I can't help you there. You know, we do what we do because we enjoy it. It's for fun. That is what a channel is meant to be. It's meant to be fun, not like something like that. No, no, no. No, we always have fun. That's the best part. That's why I like hanging with those dudes, because it's just, and with Charlotte and Biba and Raquel and Moira, you know, um, and Curtis and everybody, because they do the shows to have fun and to enhance them and make them feel special. Excuse me. I mean, that's the thing that should be done. I mean, that's great. PvP says, hi, Curtis Selby there. I enjoy your channel, Curtis. Yeah, Curtis has some great content there. Yeah, make sure you always check out Curtis Selby, our Tired Midnight blogger. He's got some great political views. He's got some fun moments. He kind of, kicks it with deleted scenes and with, in other streams, Troy Pacelli, Netters Network, and all that stuff. Yeah, it's so much fun. So yeah, check out Curtis, because he does have some good stuff there. Yeah, that's true. And PvP, what rating did I give it, Mike? I forget. It was like F, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, you gave it a D. But it could have been the FU for, wanting to listen to Gorilla rant on, for during that time. Did you know? He said again, this happens a lot, but he got our stream last night together. It was knocked off right away. Warner Brothers went on copyright grounds. They did it again. And then I told Gorilla, right? I said, Gorilla, go take a look. And he says, oh, this happens all the time. I said, wow, okay. And he says, well, usually after 6 hours, you have to wait 6 hours, and then it goes away, and then it comes back, and then you have it. So they go in there, I guess, for 6 hours. They mess with it. They take certain things out, and then they put it, and it's like edited for content, or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what they do. You know, really is. Yeah, I started giving it an A minus, and then I regretted it. I went off when I watched for Judy, and I saw behind the scenes, watched the episode. I thought it was okay, right? And then it reminded me of my moments in life when I had to go through. I felt it was more of a necessity than just a freestanding option, of doing a high school reunion. And I did it for 3 straight years, and or 3 straight times. My 30th was the last one. When I could have done the 40th one with my wife, a year or so ago, back in 2023. Well, a couple of reasons I couldn't do it. First of all, I still hadn't been able to get my citizenship established here, and now I got to worry about that affecting my Social Security down the line here. That's one thing I got to worry about. The other thing I had to worry about was the fact that my all my info, for my American passport, everything else expired. I just don't want to go into all of it. But the fact remains that the factors were all there, the signs were there, and we just didn't go. And then some people said, "Oh yeah, it was worth it. You should have came." But then the majority of them said, "No, you were probably better off not going." I heard that a lot. So I was like, you know what? Okay. So the 30th was basically my do all, tell all. That's when I got to see my final, my best friend who's been off the grid now for 3 years. almost 4, and that's when I got to see her, and that was fine. And I got to see some other friends from my school, from my class, all that time. They gave me that, that I was the one who hadn't changed, and I was like, okay, cool, all right. So, you know, I won an award. I did win something. But you know what? It's not about that. All it's about is that it's a camaraderie with all of your classmates. You knew through school. You knew them way back from grade school. You grew up with them. You went, all the way through. Larry even knew some of my friends. I knew some of his, but he knew some of mine. I mean, and we still talk on Facebook. Yeah, we still message each other. I mean, two guys, I won't say their names, but two guys who bullied me in school actually are my best friends now on Facebook. You guys know who you are. You know who I'm talking about. But anyway, I won't mention your names because I like to keep that privacy. And I'm going to do a lot more of that this year. You'll find that out too. Um, let's see. So, yeah, and PvP does make a good point here. There's a lot of life that is hard and sucks. That's why fun matters. Amen, brother. Total amen. Actually, thinking about what I said, hard and sucks, could classify as fun. Yeah, if you put them together in the wrong context. Or maybe you're right. I don't know. But yes, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And hello, Connie Cleary. Hello, everyone. The bird woman of YouTube and one of our wonderful managing moderators. How are you, Miss Connie? She's got great channels there. She's got her original channel. She's got her Fluff Chick Productions, which will give you a very calming effect if you go there. I promise. You watch some of those bird videos and you'll be totally at peace. If you've had a hard day or a rough week or whatever, go there, do it as a chillax. Call it a chillax channel if you'd like. But I Fluff Chick Productions, so go check it out. It's a lot of fun. Um, yeah, PvP said I felt the Waltons episode was mostly filler, and I will agree with you there. That's why I said I felt really bad. Why did I give it an A minus? I should have given it more of a B minus, which I did. I eventually changed my vote, but then of course, when you put the vote in there in the poll and you can't change it last minute, it's like yeah. But anyway, Connie says, "Hey, Mikey." Connie says, "Hey, PvP." Hail, Curtis from Connie. PvP says, "Hello to Connie." Curtis says, "Hey, Connie Clary." PvP says, "I quit high school in grade 9 due to bullies." Yeah, that can happen. I had my share. Well, it's kind of funny. I've mentioned this once before. I'll probably only just say this one more time. When I went into high school, I went to a Catholic high school. I avoided the freshman hazing. I realize now that was the best part of my life that my parents saved me from was freshman hazing. Yeah, because it was bad back then. We're talking early 80s, like 1979, 1980, 81. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Well, I was in band, so my I went to a Catholic high school for 1 year, and I was in band. I was on the marching band as a freshman. I've been playing instruments for 6 years, and I was very adept at it. So I mean, I got to do my moment. I had my moment in the sun. I got to play something from 1776 with my piccolo and a flute, and it was outstanding. I got a big round of applause, and people had fun. When I went into public school after that, my sophomore year, I was already a sophomore, and I got involved in more extracurricular activities because curricular. Did I say that right? Okay. Anyway, I got into more stuff because I could. Because after I was done with band, I figured after freshman year, that's it. I was done. 6 years was enough, and I got my moments, and I had my fun. So I put down my flute. You know, went in. Going in with a fresh start, and I ended up getting a letter for being a personal trainer for our high school men's varsity basketball team. But not only them, but I took care of the other junior varsity, the freshman team. I took care of all those guys. So I felt very honored and proud with that. And I got a letter for it. I still have it. It's not on my jacket anymore, but the letter is somewhere back in here somewhere. But I do still have it. So I'm very proud of that. Over 3 years, my last 3 years of high school, and graduated with a letter, and I was very happy. And then I went to Arizona State University, and I got to at least enjoy that for a couple of years. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. But anyway, enough about my past life. Man, Just go into a rant, and then I and I run off and see if PvP says he does, and I'm like, well, I do too. Every once in a while, I got good memories. Connie Clary says, good, thank you. Uh, PvP says he's never had a reunion. Yeah, you don't know what you're missing sometimes, but then again, don't forget PvP. You are in your early, mid 60s. So back then, when you were like not even really thinking about it, don't be upset about that because most of the time, most people don't even go to reunions anymore. They did it one time, and that was back in the 90s, I think. And then after that, people just didn't care, and they were like, "Oh my god, do I want to see one of my, old classmates who's in his 40s or 50s right now? He don't look too good." Same thing with the ladies. The ladies were looking great back then, but then now it's like, no, no. I'm sorry. You know, but that's not taken away from some of the uh young ladies I knew in my class. I mean, they were all great friends. We all were friends. Like I said, we grew up over 12 years together, from different grade schools and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, it's a thing. I mean, some people enjoy it, some people don't. So, and audio, hey, Mikey, hey, Chad, I'm at work, can engage in the chat, but I am listening. And Connie says, hey, audio. And audio, congratulations on your standard moderator. I had added that to you after our last discussion last year. So I hope you appreciate that. Uh, don't get power hungry. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Connie says, "Hey, audio." PvP says, "I quit school in grade 9 and worked for a year and a half for my father, which is great. That is, I mean, that's still a worthy profession. So helping them out. Okay. All right. Thank you, Curtis. I'll get to that in a moment. Okay, so Matt Arnold is in the chat. Hello, Matt. Hello, everyone. PvP says was not as fun. Oh, was not fun as he put stucco on houses. So my job at 13 was climbing up 15-foot high ladders with a heavy pane of plaster. Ooh, that's rough. Okay. Curtis says, "Hey, audio." And hey, our friend traveled with Lisa from the UK. MH, hello. Hello from across the pond. Hello to you, Lisa. Good to see you. Matt Arnold says, no reunion for me either. Well, hey, it's understandable. Matt, PvP, totally understandable. Your situations were quite different back in your day. So, totally, totally get that. I mean, you know, don't feel badly that you never went to one because your life situations were completely different than mine. I was blessed. I was blessed to at least go to my 10th, my 20th. Well, I didn't really go to my 10th. My 10th was hanging out with my first evil ex-wife, and we only went to the mixer. We didn't go to the actual reunion. But then when I was having some hard times, the 20th reunion is one I was really proud to attend because they told me I hadn't changed and I won a certificate, I think, for that, saying I hadn't changed. I beat my closest friend, Jim, another Jim. I won't say his last name, I'll just say his first name. But I beat another Jim by a wide margin. Everybody thought they looked at my yearbook picture from 20 years ago when I graduated with the class. That was in 2003, I believe. Yeah, 2003. So they looked at my picture and they said, "Oh, he hasn't changed at all." And I was like, "Whoa, okay." Yeah, that was then, you know. And then in 2013, when I just started knowing this beautiful lady over here for 3 years, I was just starting to come into my own, but I wanted to make changes. And so after that 30th reunion happened in 2013, I said, you know what? I need to make a life change. I do. I do. And that was at that point that I had a revelation. I had an epiphany, as they say. I wanted to change my life radically for better. And 4 years later, I did. And here I am and the rest is history. So that's why I said last night to Gorilla, behind the scenes, just mentioned that part. There were other things I'll keep to myself, but yeah, that was the one thing because that's what the episode reminded me of was just my reunions. I felt the same way that John Walton felt. Do I want to be there? There's people that are probably more popular than me. People that have made more money or done much better with their lives, and I never had a family. Unlike John, I didn't have a kid. You know, I never had kids for my 2 ex-wives, so, all I had was fur babies. That's what I had. I got to raise fur babies, and I get to raise fur babies with this beautiful woman over here to the in front of me, so, there's that. I mean, that's great stuff, you know? I'm proud of that. You guys, when you go when you go fast, I lose track here for a moment. I'm getting older, you know. I turned 60 this year. Yeah, I don't want to be reminded of that. Curtis says, hello, travel with Lisa and Matt. PvP says, there are a few friends I had at art school I'd love to see again. Curtis did remind me, Mikey. Charlotte says she's not streaming tomorrow. Okay. All right. So she does have some real life interfering. No worries. Thank you, Curtis, for letting me know. I know she didn't go today. And thank you so much, my friend and brother, for letting me know for tomorrow as well. So now I can just curtail my plans and I can wait for Gorilla's, Revenge of the Nerds thing tomorrow on the Cinema Sunday. That should be fun watching that again. Yeah. Connie, you had to retract the message. I'm sorry. Okay. Matt says, hello, Curtis Sully. Arabic Saunders, Jolan True. Hello, sir. Jolan True, MikeySuzeFour. Connie, Connie, what happened with your message? Oh my. Did something happen? Oh, okay. Um, hey, Matt, Arabic, Connie. Arabic says, hello, Connie Cleary. Matt says, I was never close to any of my classmates. I'm sorry to hear that, my brother. Connie says, I never went to my school reunions. A handful of school friends to this day. Um, some of them, yeah. And yeah, I don't know why your message got retracted there, Connie. I'm sorry. Um, yeah. You kept messing up kept messing up my messages. Oh, okay. It was on your end. I'm sorry. If it was from YouTube or some of the thing connection, I'm sorry. Okay. Um, all right, but it came from your end. Okay. All right. So that's okay. Nope, that's okay. I knew you weren't cursing at me or cussing. I I knew you weren't doing that. Okay. So, I don't know. Sometimes it's this thing, all goes nuts. Let's see. All right, so PvP says if I could see one art school friend again, it would be my lady friend Crystal. She was a combo of hot fashion model and girl next door in looks, but that wasn't why we connected. Connie says that she knew some of her friends for 40 years. Yeah, plus, right. PvP says we connected so deeply personality wise, we could almost read each other's minds, right? I mean, there was, yeah, that's my friend who's off the grid. That was kind of one of those people. Until I met my beautiful Suzanne, who can definitely read my mind. There's no question. She is meant for me. I'm meant for her. That's it. That's all I have to say. We can read each other's minds. We know each other's thoughts, and we know exactly what we're thinking at the same time. Really bizarre, right? We can just complete each other's sentences. That's all you want in life. To find a partner that can do that for you. Pretty much. Um, yeah. PvP says, unfortunately, she had a boyfriend. Well, she should have had you. Okay. If you want to go back in the past there for just a moment, let's think about it. In a different life, you have her. Whether it's a different portal, a different dimension, whatever alternate reality, you have her, PvP. If that makes you feel better. Yeah, I mean, Connie says, yeah, kept messing up my messages. I'm sorry to hear that, Connie. I hope it's getting better for you there. Anyway, um, let's see. Sorry, gotta drink some here. It's non-sugar. I won't say the brand name though. I always keep it conveniently covered, so I don't feel like I'm doing an endorsement for a soda company. You know who they are. Anyway, um, PvP continues. He says, still a few years later, we got together a few times, went to a drive-in movie and then lunch. But when I suggested romance, she said she didn't want a long-distance relationship. Understandable. It's understandable. Um, one of my friends, One of my friends back in the day said, "Why were you so shy? Why didn't you connect more?" I said, "I was shy because I was a nerd and I was being picked on." I mean, you know, basketball was my release. When I could be the trainer, I could take care of people, on the varsity, JV, or the freshman. I was in my world. And I think my wonderful mentor, the coach I served under, and my teacher from driver's ed, Dan Burdett, wherever you are, sir. I don't know if you're still alive with us or not, but thank you, Dan Burdett, for all you did for me in school and helping me out. Yes. And I know one of my other friends in school, Ronald Harton, rest in peace. I'll take my hat off to him. Rest in peace, Ronald Harton. Uh, you know, he gave me my chance in senior year. I needed some additional. Uh, I was doing all right. I mean, I was a straight B student, no problems. My senior year, and he asked if I could go ahead and work. Uh, with the school in the attendance department. I said, absolutely, sure. I had no problem. He was my counselor, for all those years. Because I was going through some personal things. Everybody did. Every kid did. And I won't mention what they were, but I was going through stuff. And he says, "Hey, I know you could do this job. Just checking on, check mark, make sure people are coming in. If there's somebody late, let us know. If there's somebody who's tardy, isn't going to show up, isn't going to walk on campus, let us know that too." And I did that, and I did it to the best of my ability. That was my first real office job. Okay, I mean, I was 17, and it was my very first office job. Working with the high school. I wasn't getting paid, in money or anything. But I was able to have some good rapport with students, and I was fair. I was impartial. If somebody's wrong, they did something not being there, I took care of it. So I was basically the student portion of the attendance office. I took care of everything with the students, and I got very well known for that. So when I went and had my graduation moment. Uh, Unfortunately, Stacy Connor, one of my friends, who I got to carry down from the platform after we both at the same time received our diplomas. She's passed away. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Stacy. But um, yeah, but that was a great moment, and I mean, and everybody in the school did appreciate me at the very end, even the bullies. So you know, that just made my life worthwhile. Like I said, the final and ultimate reunion I went to, my 30th reunion in 2013, 3 days, 2 nights, was the best weekend I ever had in my life. Got to see everybody I knew, finally. Everybody I went to school with, and everything. We sat at the table, we talked about stuff, we shot the breeze, we shot the shit, all that stuff, sheep dip. That was it. I mean, it was fun. And excuse me. Sorry about that. And then I recorded a whole little night thing at the end, and that was it. I did it. So I'm proud. I'm proud that I did 3 different visitations. I took care of it. Life was good. My past was, you know, I believe this truly that my 30th reunion made it perfect closure. Everything was done. I was, and it was meant. And then it was, after that, I don't need to go into any more of them. No, no. I cut all ties, I did. When I moved here to Canada, everything was cut, except for with family, of course, our, you know, immediate family. But otherwise, yeah, everything was cut away. So you have to make that cut. Sometimes you just have to say, okay, that's it, and it's done. So yeah. Continuing with the chat here. So PvP continues. He says, okay. I read that part. Okay. He says, as I was going to Vancouver and she went to Edmonton for third and fourth year art school. We actually wrote letters back and forth for about a year, but then lost touch with her. I'm sorry to hear that, sir. To this day, I think she would have been a perfect soulmate. I agree with you. I agree with you. Crystal would have been great for you. hmm Like I said, in an alternate timeline, dude. If we're thinking of like other, you know, past life thing, you were with Crystal. Yeah. And you two would probably still be together today, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, things, it's weird. Things don't always happen the way you want. And when you do find the right person, like I thought I found the right person my second time, and that didn't work out. I left her back in Oklahoma somewhere, you know. Um, that didn't work out. That was the first time I actually tried to connect with someone online. So when I first met beautiful Suzanne online, I told her so. I said, well, I just went through a bad relationship. It didn't last long, but it was a mutual breakup. We didn't, mutual separation. So no animosity, no worries. I said, but I'm going to be a little more careful this time. I'm going to be picky. That's why it took us 6 years, banter between me and her. Because then I don't want to say too much, but my first ex tried to get me back, and that failed miserably, which is fine. That's perfect. That's what I wanted to happen. I didn't want nothing to do with my exes. I wanted to move on. I wanted it to be positive, and have a good positive partner. And Suzanne gave me all that and more. Gave me all that and more. So when I came here to visit her in you know, here in Canada, the first 2 times, in 2015, we got married, in a brief ceremony there in Niagara Falls. It's like Las Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas until you talk about it later in life. As you get older and you reminisce and you put your priorities in place. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to categorize everything in my warehouse 13 up here. So before I start having some Alzheimer's problems, God, hopefully not, because both sides of my family have that issue with Alzheimer's. That is something you never ever want to wish on your worst enemies or even your best friends. You never want them to have their mind being lost. Don't want that. Cancer is one thing, okay? I will say that. Cancer of any kind is one thing you never want to have. But if you have something of the mind that goes away, and your mind, as they say, at one time is a terrible thing to waste, it is. And you do not want to have that. No. Not even to your worst enemies. No, no. If the people start losing their mind, you're going to be there for them. You have to be. Because if you know them personally, you have to be there for them. But hey, until it happens, and you never want it to happen, but if it does happen, you got to be there. So, yeah. So anyway, thank you, PvP, for reminiscing about that. Crystal is somewhere else with you in another time frame. Just say that, or maybe she's in the mirror universe. If we had a transporter, you could go to the mirror universe and see you two together. Yeah, you and Crystal. That'd be a lot of fun. Let's see. We got 3 likes. We got 4 people watching. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. And I know, if you're listening out there, Charlotte, thank you for uh, letting us know that you do have some other priorities to take care of. So we appreciate uh, your letting us know and giving us notice and notifications. So we'll look forward to doing it next weekend if you'd like. That'd be a lot of fun. I would love to do that with you when you get a chance. Uh, you know, Maybe we can go ahead and celebrate your birthday weekend, because I know your birthday's coming up on the 13th. But, we could celebrate the 11th and 12th with you, Charlotte, that weekend and celebrate your birthday. Celebrate you, babe. Absolutely. Definitely. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun, our friend. Definitely. And if you can do it, let us know. Yeah. Or let me and Curtis know and, Johnny and everybody during the week and Kimmy and, yeah, let us all know. Yeah, that'd be great. We would love to have that. Ah, well, let's see what other things we can talk about for a few more minutes here. I'm gonna try at least an hour, but we'll see. We usually go a little bit over, which is totally fine. Um, well, as far as I guess I can go sport wise. Baseball's coming back pretty soon, so I would love to go see a baseball game sometime this year with Suzanne. Go see a Blue Jays game. I haven't been to one yet. I would like to go in the fall, in the spring before they come out. 'Cause I am a mesophobic. I hate bees. I cannot be out. with bees, and usually they hang out, they chill in like this one section of it. It's an outdoor stadium, obviously, so you know it's kind of scary. But if we can go see it in a springtime game rather than summer, I'm fine with that. I am totally fine with that. I'll still never forget the snow that my beautiful wife sent me during our spring training in Arizona. It was one of the last years I was going to be living there before I moved up here to Canada, to Scarborough, Toronto. And I wanted to go to a baseball game. You know, I always loved doing spring training. I never got a chance to see a lot of indoor games. Like I did go to the World Series one year. You know, the one year they played the Yankees that they beat them. You know, it was the second game of the World Series. And I went to that, so I can say I can mark that off my bucket list. Um, I went to a game with my beautiful wife here. We went to see the Diamondbacks play the Dodgers. That was fun, and you know that was a great moment. Yeah, PvP says bees are usually mellow. It's the wasps that are nasty. Yeah, they are, and we do have a few wasps that live. Um, I don't know if there's a wasp nest in that stadium. I think there's just a bee one, but still, you know, during the summer, it would scare it scared the sheep dip out of me. So yeah, no, I couldn't do it during the summer. If it was a spring game, I wouldn't mind. You know, I could handle it. I could deal with it. You know, because my beautiful wife would watch over me. She's my protector. I have to watch over her too because she's allergic. She got stung by a wasp. You know, a couple of years ago. I think I told you folks about that. And thank God we had an EpiPen nearby because you know she was going starting to break out. You know, we had to take care of that. So, you know, we're both in that problem. We both face that. You know, that's something we have to continually deal with until we get old enough to where we don't care anymore. It's like, all right, I'm old enough to, yeah, go ahead, stay me. Who cares? Have to get to that point. Yeah. You know, I mean, look at my parents. My parents live in Arizona, and that's where the Africanized killer bees have taken over pretty much the entire state, except for the cold regions up there in Flagstaff or whatever shit. You know, sheep dip, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So I mean, they're there. You know, they got it covered in droves, and you don't want to piss off any bees down there at all. You know, if you value your life, you don't want to piss them off. No, no, no. PvP says baseball isn't an interest anymore. Was a big Seattle Mariners fan late 90s, early 2000s when they were contenders with a great team. Yeah, up until that point. And then, well, you can understand, right? You can understand why our friend and brother, Resolute Germ, I'll say his name once, is so cynical because Seattle Mariners, for whatever reason, have never been they've been in playoff before, right? They were in the playoffs a few times, but they got knocked out early all the time, either by the Yankees or whatever team it was that played them. Only a few times. They've never been to a single World Series game. They've World Series World Series games. They've never been in a single one since their existence. They're the only team left. Isn't that weird? They're the only team left of the 32 teams, right? That are in the Major League Baseball, and they're the only one that's never been there to the big game. Never. So, what does that say? But they have sucked past dozen seasons. Yes. Yes, that's true. You want to talk about their seasons? Yeah. Uh-huh. It's been a freak show. Yeah. They don't belong there. I don't know. What do you do? You know what I would do? I would move out of there. Go to another town, go to another city, and maybe then, like after about, once you go through a rebuild after about 3 or 4 years, then you'll end up in the World Series. I guarantee. Look what happened with the Diamondbacks. I mean, holy crap. They only started in 1998, and in 4 years, they ended up in the World Series. And they beat the World Series all-time champions, the New York Yankees, in 7 games. That is considered one of the greatest World Series in the history of Major League Baseball. Is that 2001? Even though considering even though what happened with September 11th, we all know what happened that fateful day now being 24 years hence when we reach September this year. But that World Series changed the scope and the duality of being able to enjoy America's pastime with a bunch of people you didn't even know in a stadium. They packed it every single home game that was there, right? They packed every single game. And like I said, I was blessed and honored to be third row behind the home plate, game two, and I got to see one of my boyhood child friends growing up who I hit a home run off of when I was in Little League, and he was too, and that was Kurt Schilling. And he pitched game two like a pro, like he did for, later on when Boston Red Sox, they hadn't had a title in what, 80 something years? Kurt Schilling is a good luck charm. He came in, shored up the pitching lineup for Boston. They won it all that year after they had finally right. And then you folks may not know this, but when the Chicago Cubs, when they hadn't won it in over 100 years or whatever, guess who showed up game one, first day for that season where they won it all? Mark Grace, my buddy, Gracie, gave them a confidence talk in the locker room. He said, "This is it. We're going to do this year. We're going to win the whole thing." You guys didn't know that, did you? Yeah, Gracie told them, and I mean they won it. That was in 2016. They won it all. So I mean, you have great friends like that, that will come forward and just say to you, "Hey, we can do this. We can win." So yeah, it's great. Right, and PvP said even when they set the wins record with 116 wins, they still didn't make the World Series. Correct. Even when they won all those games, right? Right? They didn't even make it. Yeah. So I don't know what that says to you. To me it says curse. But I mean, I don't like to bring people down like that, when you have the thing that's a curse. Well, I mean, look at okay, going back to a team that only has been there, say in football, because we still have football season going on, believe it or not. The Arizona Cardinals, 2009. My buddy, my new friend, Kurt Warner, who was the quarterback at the time, Larry Fitzgerald, and all these great stars they had. They get to the biggest show. It's at home because it's a brand new stadium, so it's at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they still lose. And that was the only one time they ever made it. That was going to be now 16 years. Well, they're not making the playoffs this year, so now it's been 16 years that the Cardinals haven't been back since that one time in 2009. They were this close. Yeah, but there are certain teams that are completely cursed. They'll never make it. And if they do make it, even the one time, or in the case of the Phoenix Suns, right? They've been there three times in the finals and got butchered every single time. So is that fair? I don't know. It's just a thing, you know certain teams aren't meant to win. They're for whatever reason. I've told people, I told you I lived in Arizona for 40 plus years of my life. I watch all sorts of sports. I mean, not just certain ones. I watch everything. Okay, and I told them, and people still don't listen to me. I said, look, even when it went past 2009, I said, look, get rid of all the bidwell management. Just fire them all, get everybody out, rebuild the entire team itself from top to bottom, and you're gonna win a championship. I guarantee. And I'll bet I'll be right. I will. If you do what I say you do, you get rid of every single evidence that the Bidwells ever ran the freaking team for 40 odd years, whatever they did, 50 years, whatever they did. Get rid of them. Get rid of them, every single person, and then rebuild the team, rebuild management, and I guarantee you in a few years, they'll win the, Super Bowl. Mhm. Absolutely. Yeah. So Uh, let's see. Uh-oh. PvP says computer started noise again. May have to shut down. I'm sorry to hear that, PvP.
Back soon.
Yeah, come on back soon if you can make it, my friend. And we have a new member to the chat here, Green Soul. Movies, movies, movies. I just went to showbiz expertise. Well, well, Mr. Green Soul, the latest we covered was Nosferatu. It was a great vampire movie, probably one of the best vampire movies we've seen done in the last few years. And I tell you, Bill Skarsgård playing Count Orlov, like the original, Max Schreck did for the 1922 silent movie by the same name, and based off a real life vampire that they realized. Fantastic. Yeah, we gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars, my friend. So if you get a chance to rewatch our channel here, look up under MikeySuzeFour channel, look up Nosferatu review. It's very done. It's very well done, and accurate about what we saw. So yeah, definitely check it out. And there is Elm. Hi, Elm. He says, "Hey, I had a rough last day and a half. I got drunk in a hotel. I freaked up bad. Say a prayer for me. I will, Elm. I will. I'll say prayers for you, my friend. Yes.
Feel better.
Hope you feel better. That's what my wife says, the minister over here. Uh yeah, she's got wings coming out of her back. I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah, but Elm, laugh about it a little bit and then feel better and get better and then, don't do it again, You learn from experience, I say, life experience teaches you a lot, doesn't it? And when you have bad moments like that, you learn from it, makes you stronger, and then you go back, you don't do it again. Yeah, you just watch yourself more next time. And the Green Soul says nice. And Elm says thank you. You're welcome, Elm. You're welcome. You're welcome. God bless you, wise words. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not a wise man. No, 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 no. My wife is wiser than me. I just go from life experience myself. That's why I say certain things because I know I went through them myself. I drank a lot myself back in the day. Um, but I did stop, and I've been. You know what? After January 1st this year, it was officially um 10 years. Yeah, babe, 10 years that I've been cold sober. Yeah. No, both of you said the thing I needed to hear. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, that means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, so like I said, I've been cold sober 10 years now since 2015. I stopped on January 1st, 2015. And I stopped for this beautiful lady over here and for the betterment of my health as well. And also, I was spending way too much money and I had to stop. I said, no, 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 I can't do this anymore. I cannot coherently do this anymore and not suffer repercussions from it. That was one of the things I said to myself. So I told her, I said, I'm stopping for you. I'm stopping for myself, which was most important. I stopped for my family too, because my family just saw me and they were going, oh God, what's happening to him? He's drinking, that wasn't pleasant. That's not pleasant to watch me walk into say in a party for cousins and family, and then all of a sudden act like a total douchebag, when you're drinking or whatever, you know. I'm ashamed of that. Most times I just look back on it and go, well, I survived and it makes me stronger in some ways, yes. But I need to change my whole outlook. I need to change the style. Whatever I was bringing to the table, I said, I need to change this. So, like I said, January 1st, 2015, after I spoke to my fiance at the time and I said, hey, I'm stopping, blah, blah, blah. And I held to it. I made myself, commit to it, the drive, everything. And like I said, this year it's 10 years. And I'm really proud of that. And you know what? I've lost a lot of weight too. I've lost like 40 pounds now, because of it. Because I really cut back. So Elm says, I feel so much shame. I just talked to my husband. I'm checking out tomorrow at 11 a.m. going home. Okay, Elm. Okay, Elm. And but you know what? Don't feel shame, sweetie. Don't feel shame. Um, just know that we're all praying for you. Okay, we pray that you get better, and you will. You'll get better. You'll wake up, you'll feel a little bit better. But what you want to tell yourself is, are you ready to make a change? Okay, if this is something that's been going on for too long, in your own estimation, in your own mind, you need to stop yourself, look at the past for a few minutes, and say, am I ready to make that change? It's a real tough decision. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I partied on December 31st, 2014, New Year's Eve, I don't even remember half of the stuff I did that night. I don't even remember half of any of it. I barely remember moments, but I don't remember the entire night. That was the last time I got really, you know, I'll say it once, shit faced. I really did. So to be brave enough not only to go to my fiance first at the time, because I had already proposed to her that year in 2014. So I go to my fiance, we talk on the phone for a while after I got back home. She didn't mind it was late. We talked, and I said, okay, I've talked with you, honey. I love you. I'm going to stop. I'm going to talk to my folks and tell them I'm going to stop. And I did. After I talked to her, I went to my folks and said, I'm stopping. I will not drink anymore. And they said, oh, yeah, you say that sometimes. No, 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 no. You don't understand, mom and dad. I'm stopping for her, and I'm stopping for you two. I'm stopping for the three of you. Yeah, for my brother to some extent, and yeah, for my two sisters. But I'm really stopping for the three people I love the absolute most. That's both of you, mom and dad, and Suzanne. And I did. And I stopped. And I'm so proud of it. And I'm proud of myself. And I'm proud of them that they were there for me and they stood up for me and said, okay, you're ready to make this commitment, this absolution, we're there for you. 1,000,000%. That's all I had here, right? And I did. I made myself feel better about it. And I did better. And she made me better. My parents made me better. And I'm a better person for it. So that's really all that's all you have to really do. hmm It's really all you have to do now. I am ready. Definitely. And we're ready for you. All right. So everyone in the chat, please, for Elm, prayers up, okay? Absolutely. You can say some prayers for her that she finds the guidance and strength and the drive and be able to make that commitment and stop drinking and move on with her life for a better one. So absolutely. PvP says back for shutdowns and last time noise stopped. Okay. And Arabic says that's awesome. Congrats. And PvP says I do need to take it into computer repair. Yes, sir, you do. Absolutely. You know what? It might be a minor problem. So I'm going to recommend PvP. Talk to LDG first, okay? In his underground, if you know where his underground channel is. Talk to him first and see if he can help you. It might be just a glitch of some kind. Might be a minor thing. For me, it was a minor microphone thing. He fixed it in 30 minutes. I'm not going to say that he's a total genius, but I mean, he's got IP experience. He is a techno wizard. Like our buddy here, Scotty is. Scotty said it was something like that, and we went to LDG and took care of it. So I mean, our buddy Scotty, not the one you're thinking of, but another Scotty, is also an IT guy. He's a tech guy. So yeah, I mean, talk to them. Talk to him first before you take it in. Okay. Travel Lead says, "Well done, Mikey." Oh, Lisa, thank you. Come on. I'm no, come on. I'm no counselor. I'm no expert. All I do is I just use what I know from life experience. That's all I do. You know, I'm not, believe me, we lost, I'm not like a Dr. Phil or a Ruth Westheimer, or any of those guys. I'm just me. I'm just me. Elm says, I didn't even start drinking until my late 20s. Then at 35 ahead, I stopped for 5 years. And I need to remember living without the drink. I haven't been bad or deep, but I just need to never think. PvP says LDG won't help as this is mechanical. Oh, okay. So sorry, PvP. Okay. Mechanical, not software. Okay, related. Well, if you have a Best Buy anywhere nearby, try the Geek Squad first then. I would. I would take the computer into the Geek Squad. We did that once. Not, you know, we did it with Easy Home. That was nothing. Easy Home couldn't do it. Chat, whatever. They couldn't do anything, which is why it was a software issue, and that's why PV, why I went to LDG PvP. So he fixed my software issue, and he did. He did a great job. So, okay. So if it's mechanical, yes, please. The fan needs replacing, obviously. And Curtis says, howdy, Elm, and Arabic Sonder. And Elm says, hey, Curtis. And PvP's no, as I said before, Best Buy there has an awful ratings here. Okay. Sorry. Memory lost there for a minute. Sorry about that, PvP. Okay. Well, I mean, if there's other computer repair people around town that are a bit more, maybe they're a little bit affordable, go to them then. Bring the whole computer with you. Have somebody disassemble it, have them take a look. Yeah, because it could be just that you need the fan replaced. That's probably true. It's a very small item, right? I mean, the fan is pretty small. Yeah. So, um, Arabic says howdy to Curtis Selby. So, hello there again, Arabic. So untrue. Yeah, I know they're probably having their jet nerdy thing again tonight or something. Uh, I'm not really invited to play there anymore, so I like hanging out with Patrick when he does his Wheel of Trek. He probably did a recent one and that I wasn't able to attend, but that's okay because I had fun with Gorilla and BBP and everybody last night. Um, with the Waltons. It's always fun on Friday nights. We hang out, we shoot the bullshit, you know, shoot the breeze, we talk, we're like youngsters then. We're like we're in college or back in college or back in high school or something. We make fun of everything. It's a lot of fun. Arabic says it's going to snow here in Denver tonight. It's so cold. Yes, sir. We're supposed to get a lot of snow coming our way too. A big frost warning coming. A freeze warning, frost, cold, snow, rain. Yeah, it's all supposed to happen. Yeah, right now it's 23 degrees outside here, Fahrenheit. I don't go by that Celsius BS. You know that. Come on. Yeah, it's mostly cloudy. So we did have a little bit of snowfall earlier, just a little dust, just a little dusting. When Suzanne was out there the other day, she was dusted on a little bit, and then it stopped. So it comes in little waves, does a little bit of dusting, hangs for a little bit, then it goes out. That's what we have going on. So yeah, it's dark right now. So um, PvP says I called the local London Drugs. They have a computer repair department. Guy I talked to was great. He said due to holidays was a backlog. Okay, so can you get an estimate from him how long it will be before they can attend to your problem? If he has such a backlog, there must be you know, must be a lot of people that need repairs. So ask him how long that would be. Yeah. Um, Let's see. Elm says, sorry, I'm going to have an Epsom salt lavender bath, so stepping off, but please pray for me. I know I need to be better. I'm going to do it better. Do it. Be better. Much love to all in the prayers. A broken soul needs help. Well, you are always welcome to come and visit us, Elm, as always, being a part of our family, and we have prayers up for you, okay? So prayers up for Elm, everybody, please. And we do say our normal prayer at the end, so you'll be included in those prayers. Everyone we know in the family, Elm. All right. Yeah, enjoy that Epsom salt bath. Yeah, we have some salt. We have some bath items, bath accessories that Suzanne and I enjoy uh, individually when we have our own baths, and things. So yeah, good stuff. And PvP says their shop rate is $49.99, which is less than smaller shops. They only charge actual work hours. Okay, sounds like a good deal then. Dadman Walking 55, along with Mrs. Dadman Walking. Hello, uh, both to you there, Dadman couple. Hey, Mikey, have a good stream. Sorry, I'm visiting with my mother at the moment and can't listen in. No worries, Dadman. I appreciate you being here and hitting the like and lurking and being a part of our chat. So appreciate you being here, Dad. Man, hope your mom is doing well. So send our best regards, okay, to you and the missus and your mom. Okay. PvP says as well. They are a major chain, so we'll do proper paperwork and limited warranty. Good idea. Good idea. Yes, warranty. Um, yeah, keep it limited. Don't do too much on that, but make sure that you get cross the I's, dot the T's. Or is it cross the T's, dot the I's? You see, just warehouse 13. Anyway, um, yeah. So just make sure all the paperwork's in place. Do a limited warranty to cover maybe the cost of the repairs itself, and to cover some of that limited warranty can also cover your entire PC. So you want to cover that, and you want to cover the part that's being replaced, if that is the problem, is the fan. Yeah, we want to make sure that's all taken care of. And Connie Clarice says hello to Lisa, and Connie Clarice said hello to Dadman Walking. And Travel Lisa says, gotta go, Mikey. Take care, all. You take care too, Lisa. We love you. Have fun. Enjoy yourself there in London and in the UK. And like I said, hopefully, Larry will get to see you in March, and Suzanne and I get to see you in May this year. That'll be a lot of fun. I mean, we're looking forward to it. We could hang out, have a nice dinner. You know, um, bring your relatives. We'll have the three of us. The two of us and you, and that should be fun. We should do something like that. That would be a lot of fun. Um, PvP says London Drugs are a major chain in Western Canada. Okay, because I'm not familiar with them. I've been through some other drugstores, but I'm not really familiar with London Drugs. But hey, if they're gonna help you on your quest to fix that PC, uh, more power to you, but brother. Yeah, definitely. And Connie says, "Hey, Lisa." Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we got 10 people watching. We got 7 that have given the like. Remember again, don't forget, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We're not that far from 250, and that's our next goal. So when we reach 250, we'll do a live stream, and it will be select panel. We will have folks, all of you are pretty much you know, prominent with your standard moderatorships now. So we got you all covered there. But yeah, we'll do a select a panel, and we'll celebrate 250 subscribers when we reach that. When we do reach that goal eventually, that might be a while, but we're working. We're doing the best we can to get to that. And so here's the thing. Every once in a while, um, if I want to be able to talk to you folks, let you know what's happening, keep you up to date, that's what we'll do by what we call just another stream, which is known as JAS. I wanted to do this because this was for the first of the year for 2025. I wanted to wish you all a wonderful. I hope you all had a great Happy New Year, a great past Christmas season, and I hope that all of you enjoy your brand new 2025. I hope things go well for all of you, along with your families for 2025. Hopefully, no tragedies. We don't want to lose anybody in our family community either. We don't want to lose anyone. So let's hope we can get through it, this year. With God's help, of course. And his son and Holy Spirit and the Virgin Mary and your patron saints, who you were named after. So definitely. Um PvP says it's not just a drugstore. They sell everything from TVs and stereos, computers, DVDs and CDs, food, towels, bedding. Basically, they are one of the last department stores. Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm glad they're still in place there. So PvP, you're lucking out. Yeah, go there and get it taken care of, sir. I would right away. The way you make it sound, that yeah, it needs to be replaced right away. If it's just the fan, right? Have them do a whole. Here's what I recommend. If you're going to go there, make sure they do an entire diagnostic on the whole system. Let them run it. Let them play with it for a few minutes. You watch them. You stay with them, and you watch over their shoulder or next to them, and let them run it for a few minutes. When they hear it kick in, whoever is knowledgeable about it should know what it is. And if it is the fan that needs to be replaced, they'll tell you. And they'll just say, hey, we need to disassemble the computer, take the fan out, put in a brand new one, run it, test run it, make sure it's working, and then you pay for that. You just pay for those hours that they worked on it and did that. Yeah, that'd be the best. Yeah, and PvP says they are basically the last affordable department store here. There you go. So now PvP, you got your solution. I would take care of it. I would do that right away. Absolutely. And I'm gonna drink a little more of my undiscovered drink here. Ah, there we go. Okay, taking care of it. Alrighty. So we've got 8 lights and 9 people. Hey, hello. All right. Well, we'll keep going. We'll keep going for a little bit more. Probably to the bottom of the hour. I don't want to do it too long because I don't know what else is happening tonight. But I'm very tired. I slept earlier today. I didn't get to sleep at all last night because I wasn't tired at all. And after I did Gorilla's Walton's review with everybody, including PvP and our friends, I was wide awake. Couldn't sleep. And I was up all night long till about earlier this morning. And then, um, when I thought that Charlotte was doing something, I said, okay, I'm going to bed right now. So I had breakfast, which was a wonderful pancake breakfast that my wife so graciously provided. And then we took a nap. And then she went to go do laundry, and I slept with the cats for about 6 hours. So, yeah, I needed that 6 hour nap. I really did. I call it power naps. As you get older, you take more and more of them. Even the times that you can't really sleep at night, you take them during the day because you're retired. You don't have to go to a job. You don't have to go to a workstation and do stuff. You can do whatever you want, pretty much. You know. Don't go psychotic and say you want to hurt people either. You just enjoy yourself around the computer and with your wife and the cats. Moon Pie and Deja Vu. Love those girls. Yeah, PvP says it can be quiet for days, Mikey. It is so intermittent and it's so hard to diagnose. Totally agree. It sounds very hard. I mean, from what you're telling me. Now I'm just gonna ask them to test the fans and replace as needed. Good idea. Like I said, um, let them test run it for you, okay? Under an extreme condition. Because usually that's what they do. If they can run it in an extreme condition and realize what's going on, and if they say it is just the fan, then like I said, you say, well, do the repair that needs to be done, replace the fan out, take it without, going hog wild and unless that's what they have to do, on the PC, depending on what type of PC it is, right? And then yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna right. Not hard drive as I had the last PC do that and know how it sounds. Yeah. Elm says, cat naps are a beautiful thing. I'm retired too. I've been dealing with the adjustment. I went 16 hours a day, then it stopped. It's weird. Yeah. Yeah, Elm. In fact, hold on, Elm. There we go. All right, now, Elm, say something else in the stream, okay? Yeah. Yeah, you're retired, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's what happened to me was after drawing my bath right now. There you go, Elm. Now you are a standard moderator and officially to our channel. And we appreciate you being also still a member of our family community of people here at MikeySuzeFour. So congratulations, you are now officially a standard mod. Like I said, don't let the power hungry trip go to you, okay? Ha ha ha. Just kidding. Just kidding. I know you'll be a great standard mod, and you know what you do is when we need help with links, if we can't get to them, during a webcam or a live stream, just post the link that that you would trust and send so people can go check it out. Oh my God, you didn't need to do that. Never will I abuse. Oh, come on. Come on, Elm. You've been here a few times and you've been really gracious and very nice to us. So yes, you do deserve that. You deserve that to be a mod to us. You'll take care of us. I know you will. And I know you won't abuse it. I know. I trust you. I trust my instincts. She trusts her instincts. So yeah, it's fine. All I ever wanted was prayers and love. Well, you get more than that. Today, you got the best possible love you can get. You get the best possible prayers, and of course, we count on you to help us when it comes to posting links and sending us info, and and posting links for other people's channels to promote them in our family. So we love you. LOL. Dang. Yeah. Hey, gotta gotta enjoy your life to some extent there, Elm. You really do. Absolutely. And we all appreciate you. We know what you're going through. Some of us have already gone through moments like that. Absolutely. That just, there are days you feel like you want to blur them out, you want nothing to do with it. There are other days where you just say, "Hey, I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to enjoy myself. I might be retired, but I'm going to have some fun in my life, every once in a while." There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what? Here's what it comes down to, and I've always preached this. Moderation is the key. It's what most people have already said, that you can moderate your life to a certain extent and it will help you feel better as not only as a person, but it'll let the rest of your physical body, your spiritual soul, your mental outlook here with your brain, they'll all turn out better because you're allowing more more freedom to allow these important organs everywhere to operate. You know, because I feel like when you do, it's totally true. When you do alcohol and you drink it and you don't moderate yourself, you are abusing your, uh, perfect brain, your perfect heart, your soul, your body. Everything is totally affected, and it throws your whole life out of balance. I think you've seen that too. It sounds like you're very familiar with how you feel, after a hangover or whatever happens. Um, yeah. And when you have blackouts, I had those too. We both did. I don't want to go through that again. I don't want to go through where I felt like I had no control. When you feel like you're out of control and you just don't feel like you can bring it back to a controlled atmosphere that you establish, nobody else around you, just you, your environment, because it's always said if you can't control your own environment and you allow others to control it for you, you're really in deep crap. Okay. You are every single day. And I did that for a while. And it's not pleasant. Yeah. I mean, it isn't. Um, Elm says, I feel like a fool for being so transparent, but I don't feel the shame. Well, that's your own prerogative, right? So if you don't feel shame about it, it's nothing wrong with that. But however, it's also how you feel every day you wake up when you've gone through the incidents again countless times and how miserable you feel. That's probably something that's there. You may not have the shame, but you will also feel some miserable aspects about your whole self. Yeah, shame is just one thing. It's not the whole thing that encompasses you. Shame is just one thing. That's all I remember. It was other things that were affecting me. That I had to finally stop. You know, um, alcohol and weed abuse is, yeah, the temple of the body. Right, alcohol and weed abuse is the temple. I agree. Yes, and in that state of awful mind, I always remember Jesus. I prayed and prayed. Mikey, you just summed up Trudeau's government. I did, didn't I, PvP? I didn't intentionally meant for that to happen. Oh my lord. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's like a bad dream. Uh Larry says I'm listening and hooking up my new MacBook Pro laptop. I'll be lurking. Well, hello to my brother Larry, who I've known for 40 plus years of my lifetime. Good to see you be yourself adventures, my buddy. And also my other brother, Gorilla Censored Thoughts. Hey. Hi Gorilla. How you doing? Good to see you, my friend. And Larry says, hey Gorilla. And PvP says, Larry, I just emailed you a minute ago. And Curtis Selby, my brother there, says, hey, Gorilla Sensor Thoughts. He says, hey, be yourself adventures. PvP says, synchronicity with Larry. Yes, there we go. And Larry says, sounds good, PvP. Gorilla is pissed. I'm pissed. Why are you pissed, Gorilla? He says, hey, Curtis. And Larry says, hey, Curtis. Okay. So, Gorilla, why are you pissed? Let me know in the comments. I have a feeling I know what it's about, but geez. Yeah, Larry says, Gorilla, why the hell are you pissed? And PvP says Gorilla is pissed. Yeah, okay. I want to know what the effing, why are you pissed, Gorilla? Oh man. Curtis says, what's wrong, Gorilla Censored Thoughts? Oh, PvP says, he's on the gorilla juice. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? It was funny. I love hearing your kids, and especially you know Hanley. Yeah, yeah, Hanley. Yeah, it was cute. When she gets older, she probably wants to do radio. You can make her a radio DJ. If she wants to do that, but she could just start doing her own podcast. When she's old enough to understand what a podcast is. You know, those kids nowadays. It's like they know more than we do at that age. They get acclimated so much to so much social media, video games, PC games, things like that, and they know more. My nephew Joseph, our nephew Joseph, same way. Yeah, very knowledgeable. Larry said, "Gorilla, are you okay, my brother?" Yeah, Larry, good call. Gorilla says, because I had to haul my cat to the vet, and not only did they have us come in, they tacked on a $60 emergency fee, then had us sit in a room for 54 minutes conveniently. 1 minute after hours. Conveniently 1 minute after hours. Billing started. After billing started. Oh crap. Yeah, because Jethro was going through some issues, right? You were telling us about that. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, you decided, okay, after you decided to do the right thing and take him to the vet to check on him, and they pulled this crap. Unbelievable. Wow. Damn veterinarian. Why do they have to charge an arm and a leg? Oh, yeah. And of course, PvP says, that sucks, Gorilla. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Oh. Yeah, that's why we worry, we have wow, Gorilla says $178 for a try to going back to his previous food. Curtis said, yeah, I'm sorry, Gorilla says her thoughts. I hope at least the cat is okay. Well, we do hope Jethro's all right. Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, we've been knock on wood. We've been lucky with Moon Pie and Deja Vu. They haven't had issues yet, but I do worry when they start to have issues. Then you know, the only people we could really take them to would be Toronto. They have a clinic. With their humane society. Their clinic is affordable, but they take forever. Because there's a waiting list. Other cats, dogs, things like that having issues, and if our cats were to have issues, they'd be waiting there for a while. That's the thing we worry about. Yeah. And PvP says one reason I don't have pets, I can't even look after me. Oh, come on, PvP, you're doing just fine. You're all right. Larry says, I'm so sorry, Gorilla. We've been there. It sucks. Yeah, we've all been there. Yes, sir. We've all been there. Well, remind me again, Gorilla, how old did you say Jethro is? You say he was he's more than 10 years old? He's like 12 or something like that? Is that the big furry cat that jumps on you, Gorilla? Awesome cat. 11. Okay, I was right. Between 10 and 12. Yeah, he's 11. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's the big furry cat, PvP. He dominates Gorilla. Yeah, when he gets up there, he Gorilla calls Jethro his cat. That's too funny. Yeah, the fat one. Yeah, the fat man. Yeah, that's Jethro. Now, did you name him after Jethro Bodine? From Beverly Hillbillies, Jethro. Yeah. I used to know a Jethro. Yeah. He lives in the Tri-Cities up there in Washington State, Pasco, Walla Walla, all of that. Yeah. And he goes by the name Jethro. Yeah. Well, he's a human being, not a cat. I just wonder if he was named after, you know, that Jethro guy from Beverly Hillbillies played by Max Baer. Yeah. Jerry Jethro Gibbs. Ah, there you go. Mr. Gibbs from Pirates of the Caribbean. Mr. Gibbs. Yeah. And Jerry Springer Show. Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. Nice. Elm says, I love cats, dogs, wild crows, all the animals I feed and care for all that I can tend to. That is so cool, Elm. Yeah, Gorilla said, Jerry Jethro Gibbs, Leroy, NCIS. Oh, okay. So NCIS was your film or series. Okay. Um, Larry says, "Hey guys, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so, and also hit the notification bell or bill." Right. In the Bible, Elm says we were told, "Tend to the creatures. I failed myself, but never them." Bell. Yeah, there you go, Larry. You got it. That darn autocorrect. Watch. Beat up that thing or get rid of it altogether and do your own typing. Who cares? I don't care about those things. There, Gorilla's so funny. You know, we were coming up with info and spelling errors, and you started calling us Snopes. So I said, okay, Mikey and Sue's Snopes. I know what Snopes is. Come on, I'm not a hey, I told you guys and gals, I'm a spell checker freak show. That's what I was named after. That's my nom de plume, as the French say. You know? So, all right, here's goes Gorilla screaming his head off. He says, hit that like button like it's your ex. Share the stream like it's a $2 whore at a frat party, and sub like it's the one gal on the hub that can get the job done. Get her done. Right, Gorilla? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please hit like today, as you 8 people have already have. Thank you. Make sure you've already subscribed. Double check, okay? Every couple weeks, Go through everyone. Well, okay, don't go through every single one of your subscribers, but go through the people you hang out with the most and make sure your friends, and neighbors, and make sure that they have that it's subscribed for all notifications on there. Just the people you hang out with the most. Yeah. Just make sure it's still there. 'Cause we don't know about the YouTube overlords. For all we know, they're going to get rid of all of our channels at one day and just say, screw it. We'll just go and tear off everything out of there. They could do that. I wouldn't put it past them. But hey, I'm just lucky to be a part of the group. So there you go, YouTube. That went bad to good. So hope you heard me. Yeah. So yes, please, guys and gals. Without you, this channel would never work. This channel couldn't be helped. So because all of you are here, this helps our channel tremendously. Their algorithm. Who cares about that? What you're doing is when you hit the like, you're helping us, not YouTube. You're helping us to succeed. We're doing what we can to get through every day, but you guys and gals are special because you help us out. And Gorilla says, I'm going to be the reason for half of the new rules. Well, there you go. Hey, be somebody there, uh, Gorilla. Be it. Oh my God. Why did I just quote Rocky Horror? Oh no, no. I've watched it too long. By the way, speaking of Rocky Horror Picture Show, do you know that this is their 50th anniversary this year? Holy sheep dip. Yeah. Holy Halloween, Batman. Yeah. Can you imagine what that's going to be like when you go to a live show? Oh my lord. Send in the preachers, send in the ministers. Uh, do some exorcisms. Save your soul. Oh my lord, man. 50 years. Can you believe that? I've been to a few live shows. I tell you, they're bizarre as hell. Really are. And then, uh we own the DVD which has both versions. It has the United States version, which doesn't include the extra song called Surrender. But then I have the British version that has that song at the very end, which is probably better, to watch than the first one. And then it's just a jump to the left and step to the right. You know the whole thing. Time warp, always the thing. Um, here's one thing that happened. Yeah, Curtis Selby, LOL. Thank you, Curtis. I'm glad I made you laugh, buddy. Um, that was some moments. Well, I mean, come on. I was 10 years old when the damn thing came out, Halloween of 1975. Nobody knew what this thing was. It was just bizarre. I mean, come on, the 70s were free love, sex, and all sorts of shit. And also, I mean, how would people even remember what the hell the movie was about in the first place? They didn't pay attention. Yeah, no, nobody did back then. Not really. You know, it did really terrible at the box office. I do remember that. Didn't do so well. And then eventually, when we came out with VHS, you know, it found a cult happening. It found a cult classic. And so people were just, starting to mimic the show or the movie because they would watch it so many times and then they go, oh, hey, okay. Oh, all right. And they would remember all this stuff. And then they'd go into a movie theater on Halloween night, made it a tradition, and they started watching. And it was Britain that started it, I believe. And then it went to the United States, started that tradition. So, yeah, I mean, crazy, crazy. Elm says, I'm soaking in my bath. Rocky Horror Picture Show was a yearly view. Yeah, it was for a lot of us. Yeah. Well, like I said, we own it now. We own both versions of the US and UK. So, when it comes to Halloween, we watch them. Because, I mean, they're funny as hell. I mean, they're still a classic. By the way, there are rumors that have persisted in the last few years about Snoop Dogg. Now, if you look really closely in the lab scenes and you see that African American actor that's there, I'm saying, all I'm saying is the conspiracy is that Snoop Dogg did find some way to jump through a time portal or a time traveling device, a you know, was somehow able to find that, go back in time, and be a part of the movie itself. Because I swear, of all that is holy, it looks like him. He can be a dead ringer. Now, if it's another different actor, totally understand. But I mean, that guy looks like a dead ringer for Snoop Dogg to me. And I've seen it enough times to know. So, yes, I believe that. And Larry Graves, the guy that has the Canadian Stud Muffin channel, lost two cats in the last few years. He just did a video about them. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, PvP. Yeah, I have stopped by, uh, the Canadian Stud Muffin channel every once in a while. It's very sad moments for him. Yeah, yeah, he's lost them, and those were his babies. Those were his darlings, and to lose cats like that is just terrible. It's just terrible. Um, and Suzanne and I have gone through feline passings away and everything. She lost her 15-year cat baby, you know, uh, Lucky. Lucky was terrible. That was a terrible loss, you know, because I only got to know him for the first year or so that she and I, after we got married and just before we got married. So yeah, very, very depressing. He still he still lives with us, so in our minds and hearts, he's out there. Elm says I seen the UK version on Canadian. Oh, okay, fantastic. Well, I'm a transplanted Canadian with maple syrup now. Gorilla might tell you different, but I'm a transplant with maple syrup now. Um, I was born in California, lived in Arizona, lived in Oklahoma, lived in Colorado, lived in Florida, a couple of different places. Uh, oh, excuse me. Sorry. Amen. Oh God, I hope I'm not catching a cold. Okay. All right, so PvP sent us a link to uh, Larry Graves, the Canadian Stub Muffin, about his cats. And it's there in the chat if you folks want to check it out after the stream ends. Um, yeah, he says he couldn't find it, but here's one he did 4 months ago. Okay. And Elm says, Snoop to the double G. Yeah. And Curtis says, hope the soak helps, Elm. And Gorilla says, Mofo, now I need eggs, but are $6 a dozen right now. Holy crap! Holy eggs in one basket, Batman! Oh my gosh, Gorilla, that's ridiculous! Oh my lord! $6 a dozen. Hey, you know those Dems are gonna try to milk you out of all your possible fundage until Trump da 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 enters the fray. Yeah. So good luck with that, Gorilla. I'll pray for you. You're a trans who identifies as a plant. Well, that's your call. I'm a transplant who is full of maple syrup. Pure Canadian maple syrup, by the way. Yeah. PvP says, gotta go. Computer acting up again. All right, PvP. Well, great to see you, my friend. Everybody in the chat. PvP, I believe next month, with the help of Larry, Be Yourself Adventures, and some of us are trying to get his own channel started so that he can start doing some reviews of Dark Shadows, which was a fantastic horror, uh, you know, soap opera from the early 70s that I grew up with as a kid watching with my mom. It was the first thing I ever watched. And then we're actually just going to, PvP is just going to start when Jonathan Frid, the actor who played Barnabas Collins, comes into the fray, when he starts to walk into the lives of the people there in the Collins household in Collinwood. So that should be fun. When we start on that, it should be a lot of fun. Okay. And Elm says, "Aw, 15 you're lucky. That baby love waits for you both. I've lost so many animals. I hate it. I wish I would have died first." Yeah, well, you don't want to wish you want to die first, but yes, I get your Elm. I totally get your sentiments on. I do. We absolutely do. Both of us do. PvP says back later if possible. Elm says Curtis, I'm almost floating in this tub. Haha, whole pack of Epsom salt. Well, there you go. Um, Larry says PvP, take care of that. Uh, Elm says no cap. My legs are lifting. Well, there you go. Connie Claire says thank you. She also says hey, Larry. And Curtis Selby goes, And Connie says, Elm, hey. And Elm says, hey, Clary. And Curtis says, I know how you feel, Elm. I love my dog so much. Only thing that keeps me from hoping I pass first is I fear she won't be as well taken care of if I pass. That's usually the case, Curtis. Like we said, like Suzanne and I have said before, we love our babies unconditionally. You know, they are our daughters. We love them. We never, both of us in both of our previous lives, previous relationships we had with other people, we never got a chance to have children. And the one time of relationship I had, the person I was with, was a very bad person and she miscarried. So I never got a chance. It was just, to be a dad. That was unfortunate. But now that I had these wonderful and beautiful and gorgeous feline babies, fur babies that I love unconditionally, I feel better. I feel better as being a dad to them. So when and Chris and Suzanne feels better than being as a mom. So when they move on, and hopefully God will take them to Rainbow Bridge at an appropriate time. Then, when they both go, Suzanne and I did proclaim we will not adopt any more babies. It'll be just the two of us then. So, these are the last two wonderful fur babies we're going to have in our lives until, Rainbow Bridge. So, hopefully, Rainbow Bridge won't come too soon. You know, I would love for both these babies to live to be at least 15, 16, maybe even 20, and if God willing, maybe 30. I don't know. There's only certain cats that have lived that long, past 30. But I mean, for our babies, if they can live to be, like I said, if they can get to Lucky's age at 15, as long as he lived, or if they can get to at least 20, I'd be happy. I'd be happy with that. Curtis says, if I sub to you, Elm, would you mind subbing to me? Elm says, absolutely, Curtis. Thank you. Just sub to you. Curtis, I sub. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks. There we go. Curtis, there you go, brother. Now, did you know that you were going to sub to Elm tonight? Did you know? And that she was going to become one of our standard mods too? Isn't that great? So, congrats again, Elm, to you for becoming one of our newest standard moderators of the year. Um, you'll see me do that every once in a while. Like I said, when we get enough people that have just started with this channel, which is much appreciated. And when they visit us a lot, because I've been doing it this year, I plan on doing a lot more webcams than you guys and girls, a little less on streams. I plan on doing a lot more webcams because I feel more personal time. I can talk to you guys and gals, let you know what's happening, shoot the breeze, as it were. Like I said, keep you updated on things. And then when we come to those live streams we can do, they'll be special because uh, I don't know. Like, for example, I don't know if the wonderful Miss Charlotte wants me to do a live stream to celebrate her birthday here for our channel, or if she wants to do it for her own personal channel, right? I don't know. But as soon as she lets me know, we can do a stream, to celebrate her birthday. Like I said, that's coming up on January 13th. We also have a week later, we will be doing a special webcam after I do the Red Dwarf, um, review. That'll be starting again on January 13th, starting our weekly webcam series up again. And you all loved it. So I can't look, I can't, wait. I'm looking forward to that when we start again. But on January 20th is Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. And after I do the Red Dwarf stream, the one Red Dwarf stream for that day, I plan on extending my time a little bit and celebrating the man who was MLK and said, I have a dream. So, yeah, I don't discriminate. I am not a racist person. I embrace special people like that were brave enough to come forward and become prominent. You stay off there, girl, my girl. Anyway, um, Elm says much love, and Elm says you didn't need to mod me, but I love this channel. I feel safe here, and I know all the prayers get through. They do, Elm. And what do you say if we didn't need to mod you? This is your present from us. You get this. You get this today, and you keep that. You don't need to drop it. Don't drop it. Okay. You keep it. You enjoy it. Like I said, show out links if you want to. Okay, to your channel, to everybody else's channels, however you want to help us, any way possible. It's totally fine. Yes, as Curtis says, all you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. So I get a few seconds to say that. Thank you, Beatles. Elm. Yeah, Mikey is good people. Thank you, Curtis. You're a good person too, brother. I enjoy. Yeah, please don't forget Curtis Selby's channel because he's got some good content there. He doesn't mess around. He doesn't BS. He tells you the facts. And along with him, our beautiful friend Moira Kitty, same thing. If you get a chance, go to her channel. She doesn't mess with BS. She doesn't cut she doesn't lie to you. She'll cut through all the BS. She'll let you know what's happening. Curtis does that too to an extent. You should check out both channels because they're fantastic. Check out everybody's channel here in the chat. Gorilla Censored Thoughts is a great channel. Check him out. Larry's Beer Sub Adventures. He travels around the country. In fact, he's planning on going to Santa Monica, California, there at the pier, and he's going to start doing his. Eventually, going to start doing his Route 66 trip from California all the way to Chicago, Illinois. And I'm gonna hopefully I told my friend, go look up my friend PJ Destin. Got a great channel. He goes by the name Fuzzy Soul Tiger, all together. FUZZYSOULTIGER. All runs together. Fuzzy Soul Tiger. So go to PJ's channel, check him out, and I hope Larry gets to run into him there when he gets to Chicago. That should be a lot of fun. And then, of course, don't forget um, our travel of Lisa has a great channel, MH. She's going to come visit my brother Larry in March, and she plans to come visit me and my beautiful wife Suzanne here and the babies. Hopefully, she'll get to see the cats too. But she's going to come visit us in May of this year, hopefully. So when she comes to do the GTA, so that should be a lot of fun. Okay, and Elm says love, not live. And darn tootin' Curtis, she says. And hi, Charlotte Nightstar the werewolf. Ahoo! Hi, Mikey. Hi, Charlotte. You must have sensed a disturbance in the force. That's why you're here, right? But it's good to see you, sweetie. Yeah, please don't forget to check out Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf. She's got some great content there. We do watch parties when we get a chance to do them every other weekend on Saturdays and Sundays at 4:05 p.m. Eastern. We get to do some commentary. Curtis, me, Kimmy Kibb, Johnny, who is also known as Cyberpunk Dystopia, our friend Accounting Sheep, joins us in Cosby and Scarlet. And I mean, it's so much fun. It really is, and we have a lot of great times. Be Yourself has posted his channel. Yep, make sure you check it out. And Curtis says, "Awoo, Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf," and she goes, "Awoo." And Charlotte says, "I gotta go, but have a great stream. I saved the world in one word." Yes, you did, honey. Yes, you did. Or one, "Awoo." And she's smiling. And there is Charlotte's channel. See, that's why I give you the standard mod, folks, so that you can go ahead and promote your channels as well. That's much appreciated. I can only say as much as I can because I can only talk as much as I can. I do have limits, believe it or not. It's not an endless chatterbox here. I do have limits. I get tired, I get worn out, and I go, oh, and then I just stop. But Charlotte's got a fantastic channel. She also does some shorts. These are short videos that last, between 2 and 3 minutes long. They're like what Gorilla's Sense of Thoughts creates, for others. Which he created a great thing for me and Suzanne. I still am eternally grateful for him, for creating that for us. For our channel as an introduction when I do live streams. And Charlotte, if you ask Gorilla, he can do that for you. Or of course, I know you're talented enough. You can do it for yourself if you want to, because I've heard your videos, so they're awesome. So make sure you everybody check out Charlotte and Star of the Werewolf, and make sure when you see her in chat, when we do our lives, her live stream, and I co-host with Curtis and Johnny and everyone. Make sure you go "Ow" in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, she's fantastic, people. Curtis says, "Have a good night." Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf. Elm says, "Hey, just saying, I love Star Trek Voyager. I know it's over. I still rewatch." Yeah, Elm. We hope to eventually get to Voyager. Uh, down the line this year. There's a lot coming up. We're doing a lot of things. Um, but we are starting that week of January 13th on the Friday. Uh, well, actually, we're going to go ahead and move it to Saturdays because I think Saturday mornings is probably the best time. So, because Fridays, I'm committed to Walton's streams with Gorilla. So I'm committed to that. But now that I have some free time on Saturday, I can always do a Star Trek fan film and watch it that prior Friday prior to it, and then I can run just a couple minutes of it at the beginning, sharing the screen that I do, and then give a review of it. So, just give you a couple minutes, and give a review of it. So I plan to do a lot of that this year. Um, Gorilla says I should start charging for songs. LOL. Yes, you should. Yes, you should, Gorilla. You should do a rental thing. Like, put the song together, say, okay, here's the standard price. You can send it to my PayPal, you can send it to my super chat, on a feature stream, things like that. That'd be great. Yeah. Yeah. Elm says awesome. Star Trek Voyager. Yes. Yeah, I watched them all. Well, I call them the Grand Six, which, consists of TOS, then the animated series, then TNG, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager, and Enterprise, right? Those six. And then if you want to add a seventh, which is, my, you know, favorite number and my lucky number, Star Trek Continues. So there's the seven right there. Yeah. I'll be covering all of those series, but I'm not covering anything else after Continues. Then it will stop. I don't do Discovery. I don't do Strange New Worlds. I don't do Prodigy. I don't do Lower Decks. I don't do Short Treks, which was a thing. Um, I don't do Picard. I don't do any of the new Trek. Nothing of the new Trek at all. It's all going to be about, after TOS is done, then we'll move on to TAS, and then I'm going in chronological, okay? I'm following TOS, TAS, then Star Trek Continues because it basically, and Star Trek New Voyages is also basically a package deal. So it's a Star Trek New Voyages, which would have been phase two, along with the Star Trek Continues, both James Cawley and Vic Minona. That's going to follow after TAS. And then we'll go to TNG, then Deep Space Nine, and then Voyager, and then finally Enterprise. So that's how we're going to follow that. Yeah. And Elm says Deep Space Nine is great too. Elm says, sweet. Yeah, and Curtis says he loves DS9. Oh yeah, yeah. We got a lot to do this year, folks. A lot of time, and we got a lot of fun moments coming up. So, and how we're going to do this is uh, now every other Saturday. Um, like I said, for one Saturday, I'll choose from a Star Trek fan film because this is what you folks requested in polls last year in 2024. Um, so every Saturday, every other Saturday, we'll do one Star Trek fan film at random. We'll just pick it out. And then the following Saturday, we'll pick out a Star Wars fan film just at random, and we'll use that. And we'll do that every other Saturday that we can. If we don't do it, I will let you know during the week. If I got something coming up that I can't do it, I'll let you folks know. While I'm doing the weekly webcam series. Like I said, that's one episode of Red Dwarf, and right now we're starting with season 4. Um, then on Tuesdays, it's one episode of TOS. Right now we're in season 1, which is the next episode is what are little girls made of with Roger Corby and the copycat android, of Kirk and Ruck, the big Ted Cassidy guy. Then on Wednesday, we're starting both the third seasons of The Greatest American Hero, doing 2 episodes of that. And also, I don't plan on reading a lot on the trivia or anything else. I know sometimes they have a lot of stuff, especially on the what do you call it? The Red Dwarf and on the TOS. So I'm only going to read whatever is presented initially there and just go from there. Because I know you guys don't want me on here all the time talking about every little thing that goes into the episode. Unless that's what you want, you got to let me know. But as far as that goes, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot more curtailed, a lot more streamlined to say, and a little more definite of what happens. And then, like I said, we're starting season 3 of A-Team on Thursdays, and we'll be doing 2 episodes of that. So it's going to be a lot of fun this year. We got a lot of, like I said, we got special live streams happening on certain special days of each month, birthdays, anniversaries, things that are coming up. Thank you, my beloved. And you know. And then we got, like I said, we'll be doing Star Trek fan films first, and then Star Wars fan films the following Saturdays, and time to be determined. So we'll figure it out. Uh, if there is a certain time you prefer to see it, I would like to do it in the morning because then that way it gives me the rest of the day to relax. So mornings would be perfect for that. And then let's see. I'm just trying to think of something else. Okay, so like I said, every other Saturdays will be one fan film I choose at random. And then eventually, when the fan films are done in the summer, because I don't go out a lot in the summer. So in the summer is when I plan on hopefully doing some of the other things that you folks asked for, which were mystery shows, like In Search of, Ancient Aliens, uh, Beyond Fact or Fiction, uh, you know, Shatner's thing, he was doing, all the Unsolved Mysteries, all of those different shows in the summers when I plan on wanting to do those bi-weekly. And what I'll do is for those, I will actually hopefully plan a live stream. And what will happen is we'll watch the episode in the Cosme, if it's available, whatever is available. We'll watch it in Cosme, then we'll do a review of it and talk about it for a little while. So that's one of the things we hope to do this later this year, during the summertime. Okay. And Gorilla did say he should start charging for songs, LOL. And yeah, I read Elm saying awesome, Star Trek Voyager, Deep Space Nine is great too. Sweet. And Curtis says love DS9. Elm says I have a Ben Cisco Captain doll before Voyager was ever made. Nice Elm, Curtis says. Elm says, I'll take a picture and post on my community page, Curtis, in a day to 3. Original box. Wow. Curtis says, LOL, right on, right on, right on. And Curtis says, you have a live stream set up. What were you thinking of talking about, Elm? And Larry says, all right, Mike, I gotta run. I just want to drop in and see how you're doing. Take care of yourself and always be yourself and everybody else in the chat. Thank you, Larry. We love you, brother. Be yourself too. I always mention that before we leave. So yeah, we're getting close. So we're going at top of the hour here, 2 o'clock, 2 hours. So yeah, we should stop. We're getting there. I'm getting there. Um, Curtis says, I do have lives. I did birds and squirrels, and then I had people frigging with me. I got nasty. I drunk a few times, made an arse of myself. Curtis says, have a good evening. Be yourself. Curtis says, I understand. I do usually 3 lives a week. Uh, I don't often drink on the live streams. And Larry says, good night, Curtis. So good night to you, Larry. Be yourself. Be good. You know, feel better, please. We have our prayers always out for you and Diane and Tyler and everybody. So yeah, I know what you're going through, brother. Believe me, now I understand what you're going through this year, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough. Going through all those different anniversaries and birthdays and knowing, you know, that Charlotte is not there. So yes, it's gonna be real difficult. But you know what? You be you, Larry. Just your mother would tell you, you know, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start all over again. She would. That's what she told me, you know. She also said, Mikey, kick him in the arse once in a while. Wake him up. No, I just do that part in. But you never know. You never know. My wife and I talk to spirits, of previously recently deceased people. So you never know. There we go. All righty. And Gorilla says, I asked the kid to take out garbage. He told me no. So I told him, okay, let me rephrase that. Take out the effing garbage. There you go, Gorilla. Get firm. Get mad. Get glad. Oh, my Lord. Anyway, later, Larry from Connie. Uh, Connie says, hey, Gorilla. Gorilla says, night, Larry. And hey, Connie. Okay, well, I think we reached that point now. So let's go ahead and say the prayer, acknowledge everybody in the chat, and then we'll head on out this door. So, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, dear Lord, thank you for social media. We appreciate you all here in the chat tonight, all of our friends and family and acquaintances that we've gotten to know over the past, it'll be 2 years. Yeah, April 1st of this year is when we started streaming, or 2 years ago, sorry. April 1st of 2023. So when we reach April 1st this year, it'll be officially 2 years we've been streaming. But this channel has been here since November of 2017. So when we reach that point, it's going to be 8 years. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, Lord, please watch over your family members Elm, Larry, Gorilla, Curtis, watch over Jay Aldridge and his wonderful partner, Renee. Watch over our brother Jay, also in Michigan, and with his partner, Nikki. Watch over everybody here in the chat, um, along with Green Soul and everyone we know. Everyone I'll mention before we leave. Make sure they're all in your prayers, Lord. Take care of everyone. Um, those that are not in the chat, like Ronnie's World, Toby, everybody else we know, please watch over them. Even your enemies, Lord, you know who my enemies are, and watch over them too. Watch over. And thank you for all the many blessings. Thank you, my beautiful wife. So, with all this, Lord, we ask for your help in everything we do. We ask for your beautiful Lord and Savior, Son, Jesus Christ, to help us as he was put on the earth to help us all, uh, become better people and to take upon later on the sacrifice of his life for the sake of all of us. And may we all embrace that this year when that comes. Also, please, the Holy Spirit, help us to guide us through everything, good or bad, in our life. Make sure we make the right decisions every day. And finally, to the Blessed Virgin Mary, who gives us the wisdom and strength to endure everything. We need your help. Thank you all. pray for us. And of course, for our benefit, Saint Suzanne, her patron saint, and being a minister lifetime of the Universal Life Church, pray for her, pray for us, and for my namesake, Saint Michael the Archangel, defender of heaven, pray for us, pray for her, pray for me, pray for all of us, and our kitty cats too, all of our beautiful furry pets. So with all this we ask, in your Lord's name we pray, amen and amen, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So thank you everyone. And of course, like I say, I want to thank the awesome brother Curtis Selby, our tired midnight blogger, our brand new wonderful moderator, Miss Elm. Thank you, Elm, for being here. We have Gorilla's Censored Thoughts, my brother there in Minnesota. We have Miss Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube. Thank you so much. We have Larry of Beers of Adventures, my buddy from Arizona. And let's see. And Curtis. I'm just going through the list here. See, I'm not stealing your Roman rawhide thing there, gorilla. Oh, sorry. Our beautiful sister, Charlotte Nightstar, the werewolf. Make sure you check out her channel. Okay, as I said before, check out everybody's channels that are here. Make sure you subscribe, like them, share them, and don't forget that notification bell, the ding, 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 so you can be notified all times of everything that's going on. And remember, when you go to hit that notification where it says notify me, takes less than a second. Boop, and it says notification on and tells you when everything is available. So okay, so Charlotte Nightstar, the werewolf. Oh, woo! Love being for you being here, and I understand, honey. You got lots going on this weekend, so it's okay. Don't worry about the stream not being going on today or tomorrow. We're all right. It makes us look forward more to when you do your streams, whether they'll be next weekend or when they come up. So we're really looking forward to that. Plus your interview show. You got a lot of good things coming up this year, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. All right, Elm. And let's see. And yep, Birdwoman of YouTube. We got Pleasant Valley Picker, our brother from Kelowna, British Columbia. Thank you, PvP, especially for being here and for your reminiscences about the wonderful Crystal, who I'm sure is still in your heart and thoughts. Okay, Gorilla. You know, Gorilla, he's swinging from trees. And he's got his bananas in the breeze. He's a guitar Zan. A jungle man. Okay. And let's see, we got Curtis, Gorilla, Elm. I'm trying to find Green Soul. We can put Green Soul in that mix. There's Travel with Lisa MH. Thank you, Travel with Lisa. I love seeing you and hope we can see you later on. Dadman Walking and Mrs. Dadman Walking 55. Thank you both, couple, for being here. We love you guys. All right. Arabic Sonder, of course. Jolan True, our favorite Romulan. Good to see you. And let's see. There's Green Soul. Come here now. All right. Darn bed bugs. They're real a pain in the butt. Okay. All right, Green Soul. So the next time you appear, you'll also be a standard moderator. So congratulations. Thank you. And Elm, congratulations for becoming a standard moderator to our channel tonight. And both of you, like I said, when you come, remember, don't abuse the power. Just kidding. I always say that, but I know you folks don't do that. I know you don't. But anyway, when you come, just have some fun. Promote your own channel if you wish. If you want to promote other people's channels, please do so. That only helps them. The algorithm is a secondary thing. It helps gives them the incentive and the ability to want to go out there and put in content. Matt Arnold, thank you, Matt Arnold, for being here too. I appreciated you being here for a couple of minutes. We had our Another new person that became a moderator by surprise after Christmas, Audio. So, Audio, hey, thank you for becoming a standard moderator to our growing family community. And let's see, I believe that is everybody. Okay. All righty. And so Connie said later, Larry. Connie said, "Hey, gorillas." Gorilla said, "Night, Larry." Gorilla says, "Hey, Connie." Elm says, "I believe in ghosts. They come around. I live across from a cemetery." Ooh, my. Oh, my. Yikes. Yeah. In ghosts. Yeah. Elm says, "God bless. May we be healed, helped, and guided." Amen. Curtis Selby with the big ghost on his thing. And amen. Elm is Saint Christopher. There you go. All the blessings the Lord can give, no cap. Amen to that. Gorilla says they are starting to post really effing cold warnings here in Minnesota. Well, stay warm, Gorilla. Heck yeah. I mean, come on, throw on some blankets and shit, you know? Hey, take care of yourself, brother, please. Yeah, I don't want to see you turn into a popsicle. Oh my God, no. Mm-mm. Not with all that hair on you. Uh-uh. You hairy ape. Yeah. Frozen bananas. Susan says frozen bananas. Yeah. Oh my lord. Elm is smiling. I love this channel. Thank you for prayers. Elm, you are most welcome. And keep coming, please. Keep coming to visit. We love seeing you and we love everybody here, but definitely, yeah. Keep coming to see us. Elm, Audio, Green Soul, you're more than welcome. Curtis Selby is with the big heart. Yep, Elm says, don't forget St. Christopher, please. St. Christopher. Yes, St. Christopher, pray for us. Pray for us. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. There you go. St. Christopher's covered now, too. Yeah, he's got us covered. All right. So, thank you everyone for coming. We really appreciate you being here. Of course, without you folks, we would not be here. We could not do this. We wouldn't have the drive or the force or the ability, and we certainly wouldn't have the spirit, the camaraderie, and the joyness of being here with all of you. And I hope all of you and every one of your families enjoys a wonderful and safe and happy 2025 this year. May it have no tragedy, no mishaps, no badness. We just want it to all go well for everybody that's here. And Elm says, I will always come for a visit. Well, we appreciate you, Elm. We got a lot coming up. Like I said, everything will start with us on January 13th. As I said, I plan on doing a special, uh, call a shout out for Miss, Charlotte Nightstar, the werewolf, on her birthday, with my returning to doing our weekly webcam series with Red Dwarf on that Monday, on the 13th. And then, like I said, later on that day, if she wants to do a stream, fantastic. We'll come join her stream. If she wants me to run it, I can do it too. I have no problem doing that. So you know this now, Charlotte. Let us know, okay? Please, before we get to your birthday. That'll be the next most important event that we're going to be covering. Um, so let's see. And I will always come for a visit. Yep, Cone. I can see the autocorrect, man. Now. Woo! Yeah, woman. Fight that autocorrect. Nasty, nasty. Much love. All the Holy Spirit be with us. Yes, absolutely. All the time. All the time. So, yeah. There you go, Ellen. That's what you do. All right. So we got 10 likes. Yay. I'm going to add to that. So there'll be 11. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody, you're just fantastic. You're wonderful. Suzanne thanks you. She gives you all the big hugs and love. And Curtis Subby said, I had no idea. Yeah, right. Today has been a great day. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. It's been very good. It's been very good. So far, when we've had no personal tragedies and things, it's always a good thing. Knock on wood. So there you go. All right. So take care, everyone. As I've always said, my wonderful wife, who gives great wisdom, said, leave it in God's hands. That's the best part of wisdom you could ever come up with. My brother Larry, who I've known for so long, says, be yourself. That's a wonderful statement there. And of course, our motto here is expect the unexpected. So, with that, in the immortal words of Mr. Gene Siskel, who was the best part of Siskel and Ebert at the movies. Yeah, Roger Ebert wasn't a bad person. I've never said that. But what I'm saying is, I respected Gene Siskel's opinions a lot better than I did Roger Ebert's. So that's all I'm saying. And that's probably the only time I'm going to say that to you folks. So you can understand the difference there. That's why I always talk about Gene. But rest in peace. See, the fat man's still alive. Why? I don't know. But hey, he has a purpose. So he must be there. But Gene did pass away. Rest in peace. So with that, the aisle's now closed. So, as I always want to say, God bless you all here in the chat and all to all your families. God bless America. God bless Canada this year. God bless the entire world. And of course, peace from Mikey Sue's 4. Everyone take care. We'll see you again. As I said, unless we do another one of these JASs to expect the unexpected, we will come back and begin restarting our weekly webcam series with the next episode from season 4 of Red Dwarf. And to finish out before we leave, Curtis says today has been a great day. St. Christopher, Augustine, and Patrick, I'll be with you. Thank you. Thank you, Curtis. You deserve a million likes. I know, Elm. So get me those a million likes if you want. I will love them. I will love them. We will love them. We will love them. Suzanne and I both, definitely. Elm says, thank you, Curtis. Uh, Curtis says, thank you, Elm. I hope it isn't too cold where you are. Elm says, it's cold, Curtis. That's why you got a warm bath. That's why we take warm baths, because it gets cold in here. Excuse me. 22 degrees Fahrenheit outside and partly cloudy. And we're expecting some storming and some snow. So and Elm says, love you, Mikey and Suze. Well, we love you too. And let's give everybody hearts. There we go. Hearts in the chat. If you want, click on those hearts before we go. Curtis says 46 degrees here. Oh my. Well, you're doing all right there, Curtis. And Curtis says, Moira. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right. Well, take care, everyone. We'll see you soon. And of course, be good, be safe, and enjoy your life. We'll see you again.